imagine how many families lost their lives in less than a minute. And I don't know what was harder, being alive afterwards or dying with your family.
Syria has been in conflict for more than 12 years. So many buildings, especially in Aleppo and Idlib, were devastated by the war. They were already fragile, then got hit by this earthquake, which made them collapse. We had the biggest earthquake that struck the region in more than 200 years. And many Syrian cities were affected, such as Aleppo, Idlib, Hama, and Latakia, where I'm at the moment. One thing that made this earthquake really devastating is the fact that it happened at 4:20 a.m. when most of us were at home sleeping. I was sleeping at my grandma's house. I woke up to the whole bed shaking and immediately known that it's an earthquake. But the fact that I'm staying at my grandma means that we can't leave the house because she's pretty old and she can't move as quickly. Our main concern was to just let it pass through, but when I got the news that my friend's building has collapsed, that's when I knew that it's a major thing. So many people left their houses. They stayed either in cars or went straight to public parks or any way to stay away from buildings. After less than 9 hours, we were struck by another earthquake. The looks that I've seen the next day on people's faces was really devastating.
He told me that only 3 people have made it out alive. The rest of the families have been dead, all of them.
The news of the first 2 or 3 days were either we got someone alive or we got a dead body. Most of the people that rushed to help were inexperienced people. And keep in mind, we don't have new technologies, we don't have any thermostats that can detect when someone is alive under the debris.
One building that has been severely damaged as well.
One thing that really kills me every time I think about is how many people that might have died before we got to them. The thing about Syria is that it was isolated for the past 12 years. That's one of the reasons international help took so long to reach here. So many Syrians have taken it upon themselves to try to help as many people as possible, either by donating directly to them or giving them their basic needs, food, shelter, blankets, or whatever, just to keep them alive for the next phase. In addition to that, we already have major shortage in both power and gas, which made it even harder for people who suddenly became homeless. So many people, including myself, we developed some sort of trauma that we're always scared that something major might happen. Because we've seen it before, we're still living it moment by moment. One thing that really bothers me when it comes to news, to international news, the fact that they see us Syrians as less human than the rest of the world. Okay, these people have already had so many deaths that they become somewhat resilient to it. But the thing is, for you, it might be just numbers. For me, it's my friend. For my friends, it's their family. For us, we have names, we have faces behind these numbers. The earthquake might be over, but its consequences live on. We suddenly woke up to a new reality, and so many people still need help.